The morning show world was shaken when Jennifer Aniston's appearance on Good Morning America turned unexpectedly tense, leaving fans and viewers buzzing about her exchange with Robin Roberts. What was supposed to be a light-hearted chat about her latest project spiraled into a heated moment that had the internet reeling. Witnesses say the atmosphere in the studio shifted instantly as the two women engaged in a conversation that escalated quickly. People watching from home were stunned, some even questioning if the clip would be pulled from later broadcasts. Aniston, usually composed, found herself visibly frustrated in ways she rarely shows publicly, sparking conversations everywhere about what exactly set her off. The interview started smoothly, with Robin Roberts offering her usual warm introduction and setting the stage for a conversation about Aniston's new film. Fans were eager to hear behind-the-scenes stories and funny anecdotes from the star, who has long been known for her relatable charm. But soon, Roberts steered the conversation toward more personal territory, touching on Aniston's private life in a way that some felt was intrusive. While many celebrities shrug off such questions, Aniston's reaction made it clear that this was one topic she wasn't willing to gloss over. Her body language tightened, her smile faded, and the room suddenly felt charged. According to audience members present during the live taping, the tension was palpable the moment Roberts mentioned Aniston's past relationships. Instead of skimming past it, Aniston paused and responded sharply, surprising those who expected a polite deflection. She reminded Roberts that her personal life had been dissected in the media for decades and that she was there to discuss her career, not to rehash old gossip. The crowd reacted with murmurs, some supporting her stance, while others were shocked by her bluntness. Roberts, a seasoned journalist, attempted to smooth things over, but Aniston's frustration was clear, and she wasn't ready to let the moment pass quietly. This clash highlighted a long-standing debate in celebrity culture: should stars be expected to tolerate invasive questions just because they live in the public eye? Aniston's response seemed to resonate with many fans online, who quickly took to social media to praise her for standing up for herself. On Twitter and Instagram, clips of the moment went viral, sparking hashtags like #TeamJennifer and #RespectBoundaries. Others defended Roberts, noting that she has built a career on thoughtful and probing interviews and arguing that she was only doing her job. Still, the divide became a hot topic across platforms, proving how invested people are in Aniston's life and image. For Jennifer Aniston, moments like these are particularly significant because she has spent much of her career carefully balancing openness with privacy. She has often expressed frustration at how the media fixates on her relationships rather than her professional achievements. During the GMA segment, this frustration bubbled to the surface in real time, leaving even her team slightly stunned. Insiders later suggested that Aniston had not been prepped for that line of questioning, which may have intensified her reaction. While it's not unusual for interviews to include personal questions, the way this one unfolded caught both women off guard, making the clash more dramatic. Backstage after the segment, reports claimed that production staff scrambled to assess whether the footage would cause a PR headache. The show thrives on high-profile celebrity interviews, and an awkward moment like this could overshadow the positive publicity both GMA and Aniston wanted. Sources alleged that Aniston left the studio quickly after her appearance, avoiding further press interactions. Meanwhile, Robin Roberts maintained professionalism and continued the show as if nothing had happened. Though those who know her say she was shaken. Viewers who tuned in live immediately started posting clips online, ensuring the exchange couldn't be brushed under the rug. What makes this incident so fascinating to fans is that Jennifer Aniston rarely shows anger in public. She's often seen as friendly, gracious, and calm under pressure, which made her fiery reaction even more memorable. Her decision to push back was seen by many as a breaking point after years of dealing with the same questions repeatedly. While some argued she should have brushed it off, others saw it as an empowering moment of honesty. Either way, the moment instantly became a trending topic, with think pieces and reaction videos popping up across the internet, dissecting every word and gesture from the interview. In the hours following the broadcast, major entertainment outlets quickly picked up the story, amplifying the moment into headline news. Articles speculated about whether Aniston's sharp response indicated deeper frustrations with the media or if it was simply an off day. Commentators debated whether Roberts had crossed a line or if Aniston had overreacted to a standard question. Regardless of where people stood, the incident provided endless material for talk shows and online commentators. Clips from the segment accumulated millions of views within a day, showing how hungry the public remains for unscripted celebrity drama. Some insiders close to Aniston told reporters that she had been under significant pressure leading up to the interview. Between filming commitments, promotional tours, and personal obligations, she was allegedly stretched thin. This may have contributed to her shorter temper during the segment. Others noted that she has been outspoken about the toll media scrutiny has taken on her mental health in the past, making the confrontation even more understandable. Fans sympathetic to her pointed out that no one, regardless of fame, should be forced to relive sensitive aspects of their past just for entertainment value. Meanwhile, Robin Roberts found herself in an unusual position. Known for her calm, empathetic interviewing style, she rarely encounters such direct pushback from her guests. While she maintained her composure on air, many wondered how she felt once the cameras stopped rolling. Some viewers believed Roberts handled the situation gracefully, keeping the show moving without escalating further. Others argued she should have backed off once it became clear that Aniston was uncomfortable. The debate highlighted how difficult it can be for journalists to balance curiosity, honesty, and sensitivity in live interviews. Producers at Good Morning America reportedly held internal discussions about whether to edit or reframe the segment in future rebroadcasts. Ultimately, however, that decision was made to leave the clip intact, allowing viewers to interpret it for themselves. This move only added fuel to the fire, as the unfiltered confrontation circulated widely online. In today's media landscape, where authenticity is valued, some argued the raw exchange was actually good for the show's ratings. Others worried it risked damaging relationships with celebrities, who may fear similar uncomfortable situations when agreeing to appear. Interestingly, not everyone saw the clash as negative. Some fans felt that the heated moment added authenticity to an industry often criticized for its polished, scripted appearances. To them, it showed Aniston as a real person with limits, frustrations, and a voice she wasn't afraid to use. They admired her courage for confronting an uncomfortable situation rather than hiding behind a polite smile. Others appreciated that Roberts didn't shy away from tough questions, suggesting that journalists should not be intimidated by celebrity status. Both perspectives fueled ongoing conversations that kept the story alive long after the segment aired. Social media played a massive role in magnifying the event. Within hours, Twitter threads analyzed the tone of Aniston's voice, her body language, and even Roberts' facial expressions. TikTok creators spliced together clips with dramatic music, further dramatizing the confrontation. Instagram fan accounts debated who was in the right, while YouTube commentators uploaded lengthy breakdowns of what the clash really meant for both women's careers. The story became a cultural flashpoint, reflecting not just celebrity dynamics but also the broader conversation about privacy, professionalism, and the pressures of fame. For Aniston, the timing of this controversy couldn't have been more inconvenient. She was in the middle of promoting a highly anticipated film, and ideally, headlines would have focused on her performance rather than personal drama. Publicists scrambled to redirect attention back to the movie, arranging follow-up interviews that emphasized her artistry. Still, the shadow of the GMA moment loomed large, with every new interview including at least one reference to the confrontation. Aniston herself reportedly instructed her team to keep things positive, but fans and journalists alike refused to let the subject fade. Robin Roberts, on the other hand, seemed determined not to let the situation define her. She continued hosting GMA with her usual professionalism, making no public statements beyond what aired during the show. Colleagues praised her ability to remain calm in the face of tension, a skill honed over decades in broadcast journalism. However, some media critics argued that her silence only fueled speculation, as people wanted to know how she really felt about the exchange. By choosing not to engage in public drama, Roberts may have avoided worsening the situation, though she remained firmly in the conversation. Analysts looking at the bigger picture noted how incidents like this reveal the precarious balance between celebrities and the media. Stars need platforms like Good Morning America to promote their work, but they also risk facing uncomfortable or invasive questions. Journalists must maintain credibility by asking meaningful questions, but they risk alienating high-profile guests. This particular moment between Aniston and Roberts symbolized the challenges of live television in an age where everything is dissected instantly online. It reminded both sides of the stakes involved whenever the spotlight turns on, with millions of viewers watching in real time. Behind the scenes, those close to Aniston suggested she was not proud of how visibly upset she became. Friends allegedly described her as reflective afterward, realizing that her reaction might overshadow her professional goals. Still, many defended her, saying it's unfair to expect celebrities to remain endlessly composed when faced with uncomfortable reminders of their personal lives. The moment humanized her in ways fans appreciated, showing that even someone as experienced as Aniston can be caught off guard. Ultimately, it became another chapter in her long history with media scrutiny, one that continues to define her public image. As days passed, public opinion remained split. Supporters flooded Aniston's social media with messages praising her bravery and authenticity, while critics argued she should have handled the situation more gracefully. Roberts also received mixed reactions, with some applauding her professionalism and others accusing her of crossing a line. The polarized responses underscored how invested people are in celebrities, projecting their own feelings and values onto moments like these. It became less about who was right or wrong and more about what the exchange revealed about fame, privacy, and media culture. Entertainment shows seized the opportunity to dissect the story from every angle. Panel discussions speculated about whether the clash was spontaneous or the result of miscommunication beforehand. Some hosts argued Aniston should have expected personal questions, given her status as one of Hollywood's most discussed figures. Others insisted that celebrities deserve respect and boundaries, regardless of their fame. Each segment added new interpretations, keeping the conversation alive and ensuring that the incident became one of the most memorable talk show moments of the year. One unexpected consequence of the clash was the renewed discussion of Aniston's resilience in Hollywood. Fans pointed out that she has endured decades of relentless media attention yet continues to thrive professionally. To them, the confrontation was a reminder of how much she has overcome and how she refuses to let others control her narrative. Articles revisiting her career highlighted both her comedic talent and dramatic range, reinforcing that she is far more than the tabloid headlines that have long surrounded her. In a way, the controversy reminded people why she remains relevant. Meanwhile, Good Morning America quietly benefited from the buzz. Ratings reportedly saw a noticeable bump following the viral moment, as curious viewers tuned in to see what the fuss was about. Clips of the exchange on the show's official channels racked up millions of views, far outpacing typical celebrity interview content. While the moment was awkward in real time, it generated a level of publicity most shows could only dream of. The challenge, however, was ensuring that the program's reputation for warmth and professionalism remained intact despite the drama. PR experts weighed in, suggesting both Aniston and Roberts handled the aftermath relatively well. Aniston avoided escalating the issue by not giving additional statements, and Roberts continued with business as usual. By not feeding the fire, they allowed the story to evolve naturally rather than prolonging it. Still, experts acknowledged that the moment would likely be remembered for years, resurfacing in retrospectives of Aniston's career and highlight reels of GMA's most talked about interviews. In the entertainment industry, such viral moments are both blessings and curses, offering visibility but also lasting scrutiny. The clash also sparked broader cultural conversations about women in the public eye. Some observers argued that Aniston's frustration reflected how female celebrities are often judged more harshly and questioned more invasively than their male counterparts. Others pointed out that Roberts, as a woman journalist, also faces unique pressures to deliver engaging interviews while maintaining respect. The dynamic between the two women became a microcosm of larger societal issues, sparking thoughtful commentary alongside the sensational headlines. This deeper discussion ensured the story resonated beyond celebrity gossip, connecting with themes of gender and respect. As the days turned into weeks, the buzz slowly began to fade, but not before cementing the moment as one of 2025's standout pop culture stories. Fans moved on to other headlines, yet the clip remained etched in the collective memory of entertainment watchers. For Aniston, it became a reminder that despite her efforts to control her narrative, the public's fascination with her life remains strong. For Roberts, it reinforced the delicate line she walks as a journalist in a celebrity-driven culture. Both women emerged largely unscathed, but the incident highlighted the risks of live television. Looking back, the incident may be remembered not as a scandal but as a rare unscripted glimpse of two professionals navigating a difficult moment. It showed Aniston's humanity and Roberts' composure, offering audiences something raw and memorable. In a media world often dominated by carefully rehearsed appearances, this unpredictability stood out. For viewers, it was a reminder that even stars and seasoned hosts can have unscripted clashes, and those moments can teach us about empathy, boundaries, and respect. Ultimately, it became more than just celebrity drama. It became a conversation about the human side of fame. Industry insiders speculated on whether this moment might change the way interviews are conducted moving forward. Some predicted that stars might demand stricter agreements about what can and cannot be asked, while others doubted anything would change. Television thrives on unpredictability, and networks know audiences are drawn to unscripted drama. Still, producers may take extra care to prepare guests and avoid unnecessary tension. The Aniston-Roberts clash served as a reminder of both the risks and rewards of live interviews, and future bookings will likely reflect those lessons. Jennifer Aniston, despite the controversy, continued her promotional tour, and in subsequent appearances, she was noticeably more guarded. Her team ensured conversations centered squarely on her work, and she skillfully deflected personal questions with humor. While some critics felt this made her interviews less exciting, others saw it as a smart strategy to maintain focus on her craft. If anything, the GMA moment may have strengthened her resolve to control her narrative, showing that she will not be defined by tabloid-driven storylines. Her fans supported her all the way. Robin Roberts, too, emerged with her credibility intact. Though some viewers criticized her approach, most recognized her professionalism in handling the exchange without escalating. In fact, her calm response won her praise from colleagues who admired her ability to stay composed under pressure. As one of television's most respected journalists, Roberts has weathered many challenges, and this incident only reinforced her reputation as someone who can manage difficult moments with dignity. The story may have been sensationalized, but her reputation remains strong. As the dust settled, the clash between Aniston and Roberts ultimately became a case study in the relationships between celebrities, journalists, and audiences. It demonstrated how quickly a single unscripted moment can dominate headlines, shape narratives, and spark cultural debate. It also revealed the intense scrutiny both stars and journalists face in the digital age, where every word and gesture is dissected. While the moment began as a simple clash on live television, it evolved into something larger, offering lessons about communication, boundaries, and the power of authenticity. In the end, Jennifer Aniston's fiery exchange on Good Morning America may not define her career, but it will certainly be remembered as a pivotal media moment. It reminded fans that she is not just a polished Hollywood figure but also a human being with limits and emotions. For Robin Roberts, it underscored the challenges of asking probing questions while respecting boundaries. Together, they created a moment that captured global attention, sparked countless conversations, and reminded audiences why live television remains so compelling. The story will live on as a fascinating chapter in modern celebrity culture.